Okay, Bikkurim.
We're up to
We got,
Vav?
I think Vav, yeah?
Yeah.
Vav is right.
Yeah, okay, good. Wow, we all remembered.
Aaron
Look at that.
Howard's making a big barbecue tonight. Where is he?
He's in Israel.
He went to the
He
bar
went to Israel
mitzvah?
last night.
Was it a bar mitzvah that he went?
Yeah, it's a bar mitzvah the Shabbos.
And he's going for 12 days, I think.
Oh, I didn't have he went.
He went yesterday.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So Parak Beis Mishnah Vav. So Esrog Shava Le'ilan B'Shloisha Derachim. An esrog is similar to a tree in three ways. Uliyorok V'derech Echad. And it's similar to a vegetable in one way. Meaning there's different ways. There's different, we'll see as the Mishnah goes on, but there's different statuses that you have for an esrog. For fruits and vegetables, but it's chumus and maisus and all that, when they're finished growing, when you calculate them, like if it grew or when it was picked, shmita, that's what you got. You got Tu B'Shvat, you have all these different zmanim. Yeah. So let's see. So esrog shava le'ilan b'shloisha derachim. So an esrog is like a tree in three ways, u'liyarek b'derech echad, and to a vegetable in one way. Shava le'ilan be'orla. It's the equivalent of a tree with orla. So we know that orla is that the first 3 years you can't use it, right? And then the 4th year you got to bring it up to Yerushalayim. So how do you calculate it? So if an esrog grows during the first 3 years, which as far as I understand, no esrog is growing out those first couple of years, for sure not. But let's say it did. So even if you pick it in the 4th year, it's still a problem. Because you go with when the esrog grows, which is the din of fruit, right? And we don't go with, we don't look at it like it's a vegetable. Uberavai, Ravai is also in the 4th year. Ubeshvius, and Shemitah also. All right, so if an esrog starts growing in the 6th year of Shemitah cycle, then it's not considered Shemitah, even if you pick it during Shemitah, right? Because then you go like when it grew. So it grew in the 6th year, so Mamela, it's considered like a 6th year fruit. And it's like a vegetable in one way. When do you separate the meiser? Once you pick it. All right? Divrei Rabbi Gamliel, that's the words of Rabbi Gamliel. Rabbi Eliezer says, Shaval Ilan b'chol davar. It is like a tree in all ways, meaning trumas, maisrus, shmita, the whole deal. It's mamash has a din of a tree. Okay, well, it doesn't really make a difference because I mean the Tanakama also held it's a tree for 3 ways. So really, the only difference is for meiser. Okay, and then they're gonna.
An esrog can stay on the tree for many years, can it? So then it makes a big difference if you go by picking it or when it grew.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. Okay, now we go on to now for some. It seems like there's not most of the Mishnahs in Bikurim that we had so far have nothing to do with Bikurim. All right, so this Mishnah also, and then the next Mishnah is also. So dam mahalche. So we know there's an issur to drink blood. All right, so dam mahalche shtayim, which is a very interesting way of describing people. Right, it just means human blood, but mahalche shtayim is because we walk on 2 legs. So dam mahalche shtayim shava ledam behema lahachshir zazroim. It's no different than the blood of an animal to make zroim kosher. We know that in order for fruit, meaning kosher to become tameh, we know that fruit, in order to become tameh, needs to have one of the 7 liquids touch it. So dam of humans is the same as dam of animals, and if it falls on top of the fruit will now be able to come tameh. But dam hasheretz ain't chayav alav. But for damas sheretz, you're not chayav on it. Meaning, blood from humans is similar in that way to sheretz blood, and you're not chayav karas to eat it. If you eat human blood, then you chayav karas. And animal blood is also karas, but sheretz blood is not karas. So in that way, all right. In that way, it's not going to be karas. One more Mishnah. Let's see Mishnah Ches Koi, which a Koi is a machloikis. How do you even pronounce it? It's either a Koi or a Kvi. And the whole thing has one big lack of clarity because we don't know what type of animal it is, and we don't even know how to pronounce its name. But koi, I don't know. Kvi, koi, I don't know. Right? Basically, it's a cross between a behema and a chaya. So yesh drachim shava l'chaya. There are some ways that it's similar to a chaya, which is undomesticated. Yesh drachim shava l'behema. And there are some ways that it's like a behema. Yesh drachim shava l'behema u'l'chaya. And in some ways, it's similar to behema and a chaya. The truth is, we should have waited for this Mishnah for tomorrow. Okay, and then the next few Mishnahs go through this, but it's already time to do Musar, so we'll do Musar. Okay, we're doing Yehareg Val Yavar.
You gave me some homework, but I don't
Kuf Lamed Ches. Kuf Lamed Ches in Shar Gimel. V'chein Linyan Gili Arayis. That one of the big three is so we already discussed Avodah Zarah, that even if the slightest healing from an Avodah Zarah, you don't take it, right? Because it's going to look like the Avodah Zarah can say, look, our Avodah Zarah healed you. Right, so now what about Gilei Arayis? Kenlin Gilei Arayis. Yomos Val Yisrapim in Avok Shel Gilei Arayis. Die and don't get healed even from the sand, the dust or sand or dirt of Gilei Arayis. Let's say a guy has a big desire for Eishes Ish, right? We had this going on in Sanhedrin. The only thing that's going to heal this guy is if she stands in front of him undressed. Or she'll talk to him. He has to die and don't be parted together from the Isser Eishes Ish. And just realize from this how bad it is to touch an Eishes Ish. Right? Which is Yehareg Val Yavar. Now this is a major thing right here. This line in the, it's supposed to be Musar, but he's giving Musar, but meaning the Chaimer of Eishes Ish. The way that Rabbeinu Yaina, who obviously he was a Rishon, says it, is that you're not even allowed to touch an Eishes Ish, and it's Yehareg Val Yavar, which is why the Chazon Ish held to shake a woman's hand is Yehareg Val Yavar. Right?
Obviously, this excludes a doctor or a medical profession, right?
Yes, that excludes a doctor, but many poskim say when a guy's wife is a nida, it's the same thing. Right? In which case, if one of the spouses were to be dying and the only way to save them would be to hold hands, then seemingly, according to Rabbeinu Yaina, it would be asur.
1 second. Saving her?
Yeah.
What does that mean if she's drowning?
I
You can't
understand.
save her
The
from-
Pekuch Nefesh is everything.
Right, it's
No,
Derech
it's
Yom-
not Gilei Arayis.
I'm with Naftali. It's Derech Yom Kippur. What does that even mean?
It's Gilei Arayis. It's Gilei Arayis. Gilei Arayis is not doicha.
I don't understand.
Yes, it's yeah.
I tell the guy.
Well, wait till tonight's stuff. You're certainly not going to understand anything, so that's fine. But I mean, me too. But at least some of tonight's stuff is mamish off the charts. But yes, according to that, if it's Yehareg Val Yavar to touch a woman who is Arayis, so then you're not allowed to.
You're touching her for that, not that. You're not. What's the goal?
If it's a way of touching her in a chibadik way, that's why I said holding hands.
It's gonna help.
Saving her from
Saving your
drowning is not a
wife-
chiba, I don't
saving
think.
your wife's life holding her hand because she's
If whatever it is, if that's what the doctors say, and she's a nida, seemingly according to Rabbeinu Yoina, it would be Yasser.
That can be the first thing I don't understand. That can be the last thing I don't understand.
Yeah,
Where's the man when you need him?
it's not. We've discussed this, but yeah. Anyways, all right.